The woman turned on the light and found a group of strange people in front of her. Their eerie smiles made Mary feel terrified. Mary was so frightened by the scene that she kept stepping back, but they kept moving closer to her, just as she turned her head for a moment. The horrifying sight made her quickly shift her body, but the fear inside still made her instinctively get up and run. The group behind her chased her in a bizarre posture. Mary had just run outside when another group of people blocked her way. She turned back and saw the group behind had already blocked the exit. These two groups made Mary extremely scared, because whenever she wasn't looking at one side, that side would slowly move toward her. So she chose to run away completely. Mary thought she could quickly open the door and escape, but she was still caught. They carried her straight into the room. Then they restrained Mary. Before she could resist, an arm reached out toward her, but then she suddenly woke up in a hospital room. Her agent mother was still speaking to her with concern. It turned out that it was just a nightmare, but the bruises on her face and the hair pulled from her head proved everything had really happened. Just as Mary was still feeling puzzled, her mother's face suddenly changed. A strange smile appeared on her face. Then she grabbed a piece of broken glass and stabbed herself. The sight terrified Mary and she immediately ran. But when she reached the door, she found a bloody shard of glass in her own hand, and her mother was lying in a pool of blood. Obviously the killer was her. But what was really going on? It turned out Mary was once an international superstar, but as her wealth grew, she felt more and more empty. Then under her boyfriend's influence, she started using illegal drugs. That night the two had a drug episode and began hallucinating. Eventually they crashed on the highway. Her boyfriend died instantly, and she miraculously survived. After that she chose to retire and go to rehab. It wasn't until a year later that she returned to the screen. But the car accident always haunted her dreams. At that time she was also preparing for a world tour. She wanted to be in a good training state. So one day she secretly went to her high school classmate Mike. Mary wanted to buy some sedatives from him, but as soon as they met, Mike crazily claimed that he could see strange people every day. Mary thought he was hallucinating and didn't take it seriously, but then he seemed to change into another person. A strange smile appeared on Mike's face. Mary stepped back in fear. Mike grabbed a weight plate and smashed it into his own head. He crushed his skull completely. The sight terrified Mary to the core. Little did she know that her high school classmate had already passed the smiling curse on to her.